Crypto gaming waits for no one. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 crypto games to look forward to in October of 2023. We do this every month. It's all bangers. There's FPS shooters. There's stuff like simulation games that everybody loves. There's card games. We know about those. And so much more in today's video. So if you enjoy this kind of content, as always, like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. The first one we're going to be talking about today is called Mega Weapon. Now, Mega Weapon takes the mega in everything. It is a battle royale game. Well, you know, it also has team play too, so don't count it out. It's got capture the flag modes, etc. But overall, the main vision is that when you kill someone, they drop either a purple or a green box. You turn that into this little place. It looks like it's like an Amazon drop box. Eventually, you get enough of these, you turn into the Mega Weapon, where everybody fears you and everybody's trying to kill you, but you are mega, like you're very strong. You could be a mech or a ninja and cause mayhem to your allies and enemies below. A Mega Weapon is in open beta right now and is migrating over to the Avalanche chain, so do look forward to that. And let's get on with number 2. Number 2 is called Legacy. Now, Legacy is important because Legacy is literally coming out this month. Its release date recently announced by Gala Games, and this is a highly anticipated game people have been waiting for a very long time for. It is a town simulation game. It's a game where you go ahead, go out there, and try to build up your town from the ground up. These games aren't very common in the crypto gaming space, so when these opportunities do arise to get some of the more casual gamers into Web3, these are, of course, opportunities to go ahead and play some awesome games. So do look forward to Legacy coming out very, very soon. This is developed in Gala Games by external publishers and is exciting as ever. And let's get into number 3. Number 3 is called Pirate Nations. Now, Pirate Nations was a little bit of a surprise for me, I'm not going to lie, because Pirate Nations raised $33 million out of nowhere, and I was wondering why, so I looked into the game more, and it's apparently one of the only truly on-chain games in the entire industry. It's very simple. You know, you've got a pirate, you've got an island, you build up the island, you build up your pirate ship, you go ahead, destroy people, and then you earn based off how much you destroy people, right? That's kind of like the simplified idea of what Pirate Nations is trying to do. This has some serious talent behind it. It has some serious heat, and I suspect that this is going to be an absolute banger in the crypto gaming space once it's on full release. You can actually get your hands on it right now, so these aren't games that you can't get your hands on. Do feel free to take advantage of the opportunities and get in them now while nobody feels like playing these games. The 4th game, called Big Time. Now, Big Time goes big time. So it's really interesting. Big Time is an MMORPG game, a multiplayer, massive online, role-playing game where you go ahead, hop on, and you are someone that's got a little pocket watch that goes back in time and goes forward in time, does all kinds of stuff. The lore in the game, it's going to be extensive. They've got time wardens, they've got all kinds of different crafting mechanics. The main cool thing about Big Time is that you can collect NFTs in the game based on whatever pass you've got, from Ruby to Gold to Jade, tons of different ones that they've got for players to access. And this is really a really interesting model because they've had mythic items before that have sold for upwards of $1,000. So clearly people are seeing the hype behind it. But the main reason I'm covering it today is because they actually went ahead and released a preseason update video. I've actually gone ahead and done a video. I'll put it right over there. You can go ahead and check it out for yourself. But for the most part, the preseason update is very lengthy. There's a lot of things coming, and I'm excited to see where this game comes when it finally gets off pre-alpha. So the number 5 game is called My Pet Hooligan. Now, I'm not gonna lie, My Pet Hooligan easily has the best soundtrack in the entire cryptocurrency space. Unfortunately, though, I get demonetized anytime I try to play it, so if you're listening, My Pet Hooligan team, please fix it for me. But pretty much, My Pet Hooligan is an arcade-esque, just shoot 'em up game where you just hop on there as a little rabbit and just try to destroy everyone. The main enemies are these little bots. They've got this epic trailer where they've got this rabbit on a skateboard just kind of chilling, listening to some music. And then randomly out of nowhere, a bot comes, just shoots them, and goodbye, you're gone, you got wrecked. I think My Pet Hooligan easily has one of the best IPs in the entire crypto gaming industry. And if there's anybody that I would suspect would be in a Walmart store in the next year or two just to buy some little rabbits, it'd probably be My Pet Hooligan. So check them out. They've got a very active community. They're built by some serious talent, and as this game continues to evolve, you can access it right now on Epic Games. It is not a game you want to sleep on. I mean, they're awesome people to hang out with. Now, the number 6 game is Parallel. There has to be a trading card game in every crypto gaming tier list. I know you don't want to hear it, but trust me, Parallel is not something you want to sleep on. Even Atleast, a Hearthstone goddess, went ahead, played Parallel, and she thinks it's good. So if she thinks it's good, I think it's good. Parallel is all kinds of things. You know, you've got different types of cards. You've got everything all the complexity you'd suspect in a regular trading card game, but it's got that more competitive ass feel of you kind of know what's happening for the most part, but you can also trade cards. They've done extensive lore in the game, and check that out. But for a trading card game, I think Parallel is the number 1 trading card game in the entire crypto gaming space by a landslide right now. So check that one out, and let's get into number 7, which is Paradise Tycoon. I know you probably weren't expecting this one, but Paradise Tycoon, for the more casual players, it gives me big Animal Crossing vibes. I personally haven't seen a game that gives me that right now. It's a hyper casual game where you go ahead, hop on your little paradise and just have fun. I mean, it's a tycoon game. You literally just farm up over time, get resources, and build your base up. It's as simple as that sometimes. And for the hyper casual audience, I suspect they'll probably be playing Paradise Tycoon to some extent. So check that one out. I mean, this is one of the more free-to-play friendly games in the entire industry, and a game that if you're just looking for something chill, that's Paradise Tycoon. Number 8 is Star Atlas. Now, listen, when we do these like crypto game, like top 10 crypto games, first off, we aren't doing it like this is the number 8 game. Star Atlas is a banger of a game. Star Atlas is a game that's probably not going to be coming out for a very long time, but they've got these mini activations. For example, recently they launched Sage Labs, and Sage Labs has gotten so big that it makes up 12% of all of Solana transactions. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first talked to the CEO of Star Atlas, I wasn't too sold on it, you know, but as I kind of continued to talk to him, by the end of that call, I was really excited for what Star Atlas was bringing through. So Star Atlas absolutely deserves number 8. It deserves number 1 or whatever it deserves. But overall, when I think about Star Atlas, it's a space exploration game. It's got racing. It's got so many different things. You can mine resources. Everything you've been expecting from a space exploration game is the ambitious vision that Star Atlas is doing. They started off with nothing. Now they have a massive team. They had some cutbacks, but they're doing excellent in the AAA gaming space. And this is one of those games that when people go, wow, this looks incredible, it's gonna be Star Atlas, trust me. So check out Sage Labs, check out Star Atlas. We're gonna have the links on the description. And number 9 is Aurora. Now Aurora, a little bit of a different pace here. Let's go back for a second. I know we talked about trading card games and a little bit of exploration. Let's combine that for a second and create Aurora. You ever think about Pokemon, and then you put it on a blockchain, you call them NFTs, right? And then let's go ahead and forget about the NFTs for a second, and then let's go ahead and add a wager component to every battle. That's exactly what Aurora is trying to do, and they are doing a phenomenal job. I mean, their economy has been out for a very long time at this point, I guess relative to the crypto gaming space, and they are coming out with an adventure mode. This adventure mode is everything you'd want it to be. It's got that wager, these little NFTs are fighting each other to the death for you to earn a little bit of Aurora tokens, so that's always fun. This team is super into the blockchain mentality, and they are not scared to get away from this stuff or come in. They are just conviction, and you want conviction in a Web3 gaming team. So Aurora absolutely deserves a slot on this list. And let's get into number 10, which is Illuvium. Illuvium is a lot of games. You know what? Illuvium isn't even just one game. It's like 3 games. It is Illuvium Overworld, it's the Illuvium Arena, and then it's that land one that people go ahead and play, Illuvium Zero or whatever. There's so many of them. There's one on mobile, there's 2 on PC. It's got the exploration with Illuvium Overworld, where you just see a bunch of different beautiful land plots, and then you go ahead, you find a little alluvial, you shoot him, and then you fight them to the death, and just like Aurori. I really like this. This is a really interesting game because it's an auto battler game. The main focus is that, and the way they're trying to do it is just make it as competitive as possible, make it look as good and juicy as possible, make it look appealing for all the audiences in the world, and just make sure that when you're deploying something, you feel like you actually took that skill to make it happen. So Illuvium is an interesting game because their only competitor would really be Teamfight Tactics, which is ranked number 16 in the Twitch space, excuse me, not in crypto. So there's a lot of room to go ahead and experiment what Illuvium's going to be, and their community is filled with diehards in the crypto space. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes when the Illuvium PvP beta comes out. You can try this game out. I mean, there's plenty of early access passes all over the place you could probably find, but that's essentially going to be this list. I hope you enjoyed my rating of the top 10 crypto games. I'm gonna be honest though, like there is no number 1, number 2, number 3. These games are all still very early. Some of them are out, some of them are still fixing themselves. There's still a lot of fun to go ahead and play, and to say the least, I'm looking forward to the next month to make the next banger of a crypto gaming tier list. Till the next time, smash the like button, stay classy, and that's all.